sports fans, and welcome to the first episode of our Super Mega Baseball 4 franchise. So, in Super Mega Baseball 4, if you don't know what that is essentially, it's a arcade but realistic baseball game. It's kind of cartoony, as you see the players, or you see an example player over on the right side. Kind of cartoony, kind of arcade, but still somewhat realistic, and it's extremely fun. So, we're doing a franchise series in it, and there's also some legends, MLB legends in the game. There's over 240 of them. Obviously, we're not going to be playing with all of them. We're going to mainly be using the Super Mega League teams, which is their standard league. But I'm going to be removing 5 of their teams and replacing them with 5 teams made up of MLB legends. So, we will create our new league. We'll go 2 conferences, 4 divisions, 20 teams. And I don't even know how they come up with these names. The Fluffy Fly Ball League. But I'll come up with a league name, conference name, division, stuff like that. And then I'll go over the teams, then I'll show you guys after I finish. Alright, so I finished customizing our league. This is how it will look. We've got the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, we have DH off. And we have the Liner Division, consisting of the B-Wolves, the Buzzers, the Freebooters, the Grapplers, and the Heaters. The Super Division, consisting of the Hot Corners, the Jacks, the Palpiti, probably said that wrong, Sandcats, and Wide Loads. Then moving over to the Western Conference, they do have a DH, and this is the Legend Division, consisting of 5 teams that are legends, with legend players on them. Those are the Joyriders, the Mammo Tanks, the Thrillers, the Empire, and the Originators. And finally, the Mega Division, we've got Moose, the Nemesis, Sawteeth, the Sirloins, and the Wild Pigs. And we will be using the Moose. And if you guys didn't know, the name of our league is the Home Run League. So I just said we will be using the Moose. Oh, Moose. It's going to be a 30... Yeah, we'll go 32 game season, 9 innings per game. Extra inning runner will start with the 3rd extra inning, 20 playoff teams. Playoff series will be 5 games. We will not do a shuffle draft, so we will begin our franchise. And the ego, you guys can see at the bottom of the screen, it does say 50 right now. But I'm going to change that down to 40. Now, I do feel like I am fairly good at this game, although I haven't really played in a long time. So, hopefully, that is a 40 will be good for us. But before we sim, let's briefly go over our roster real quick. So, it's filtered by position right now. So, our catchers are Roman Rhodes, he is 31 years old, and Pedro Nixon, he is 28 years old. Neither are great. Nixon, a power hitter. Rhodes, also more of a power hitter, but Rhodes much better in the field. Both are B minuses, neither are great. First baseman is Perry Quaker. He's our starter. He's okay. He's not necessarily amazing. In Super Mega Baseball 3, he was terrible. Lino Martinez, he's ancient, although he's 34. I think he's older. He's good in the field with 91 fielding, but overall, I don't think he's good at all. As you see, he's got a C rating. Then Fred Bob is our starting second baseman, another player who I don't really think is all that good. He's decent. Contact is above average. And I could definitely look to get rid of him. Rip Dingers, he's really good. He's 25 years old, plays third base. 97 power. He's got a cannon for an arm at 90. Contact, speed, and fielding aren't great, but otherwise he's very good. He makes up for it at the plate. Nacho Crisp is my favorite player in the game, which is why I chose Moose. He's our shortstop. He's 27 years old. Very good overall. 69 arm, fielding, 70 power, good contact, good speed as well. Wiggles Freeman is probably our worst player. No, that's actually Felix Farmhand, but Freeman not very good. He's a contact hitter, that's about it. Not great in the field either. He's 28 years old. He's a shortstop and third baseman. Stallion Johnson, a left fielder. He's only 21. Now, the game automatically has him in our starting lineup. He's my extra outfielder. Although I could end up playing him, but he's only 21. Could be really, really good for us in the future. Buck Swiner, he's going to be our starting left fielder, who is good. He's good in the field, good power, good speed. Contact's not great, but he's pretty good. Hieronymus Jackson will be our designated hitter. Again, not great in the field, but he's a good hitter. Jose Tremendo has a cannon for an arm, is tremendous in the field. Irene Fast is a right fielder, a catcher. She'll be our right fielder, also great speed at 93. Ron Cannon is our ace, an A- pitcher. Then Joffrey Rockman, someone I would also like to potentially get rid of. He's already 36 years old, and I could definitely be looking to get someone else on the team over an old Joffrey Rockman. Sanchez Silva and raw strikes, both B and both are good. Swirly cut stiff. First time ever seen this player on the team, new to the game, and seems to be pretty good. 83 junk, 67 velocity. Accuracy is not great, but as a starter reliever, that could be pretty good. Felix Farmhand is our youngest player. Not good right now, but I think he's got some potential. 19 years old, and could be really good. Charlie Best is our overall best player at A+. Very, very good player. He's 31 years old, and he's our overall best player. Carl Tolber also isn't bad. And then our closer is Klaus the Game, which actually sounds like Close the Game, which is an amazing name for a closer. Now, our lineup, I kind of just went over it, but left field is going to be Buck Swiner. Then second base is going to be Fred Bobbitt. I might make some changes via free agency and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's going to remain the same. Although catcher is interesting, because you see the comparison right here. Nixon's got the better power and contact, not quite as fast, yet Roman Rhodes is better in the field. So I think I might go ahead and put the younger Pedro Nixon as our starting catcher. But our lineup, Hieronymus Jackson will lead off. Nacho Crisp will bat second. Third will be Rip Dingers, who does a lot of that, or at least did a lot of that in Super Mega Baseball 3, ripped a lot of dingers. Buck Swiner will bat cleanup. Irene Fast will bat fifth. Perry Quaker will bat sixth. Jose Tremendo will bat seventh, followed by Fred Bobbitt and Pedro Nixon. And our no DH lineup is going to be fairly similar. Irene Fast will be our catcher. And Roman Rhodes will obviously not play left field. That will be Buck Swiner. Otherwise, I think this will be how it will look. Obviously, order will be about the same. Hieronymus Jackson leads off, followed by Nacho Crisp, then Rip Dingers, then Fred Bobbitt. Not Fred Bobbitt, sorry. Then Buck Swiner. Then Irene Fast, Perry Quaker, Jose Tremendo, Fred Bobbitt, and then our pitcher. So that is what our team looks like. And then on the bench for both, we've got Stallion Johnson, who is got potential, 21 years old. He's pretty good right now. Lino Martinez, I briefly mentioned him. Roman Rhodes isn't great, but he can do. Willis Freeman, again, as I said, not great. And Pedro Nixon, also good. But now we will save those changes, and let's see if there's anybody in free agency. We've got $23 million in cap space, so we can sign some players. But as you see, our team right here... Oh, I didn't go over this. But, I'm just going to go over this quickly. Our best power guy is Rip Dingers, followed by Hieronymus Jackson and Perry Quaker. Our best contact hitter is Fred Bobbitt at 86, although I really don't think he's all that great. Maybe we can get him as like a backup guy, but I don't really think he's going to be a starter for us. Our speed leader is Irene Fast, followed by Stallion Johnson. The best guy in the field, that's going to be actually Lino Martinez, then Jose Tremendo. Charlie Best, very good from the field. And our arm, the best guy with the arm is Jose Tremendo, who's got a cannon for an arm. As you can see his thing under chemistry in the bottom. Left-hand corner of your screen, he's got a cannon for an arm. And then pitching-wise... Oh. Hold on. Okay. But pitching-wise, velocity, cannon throws the hardest. The most disgusting pitcher is Charlie Best. And the most accurate pitcher is Joffrey Rockman. And then this didn't really go over... I still don't completely understand chemistry, but from my understanding... Sorry. From my understanding here, the chemistry you see on the bottom right of your screen, you can see... You get boosts based off how many players have a certain chemistry. There's 5 chemistries. I don't remember them all. Here we go. We got disciplined, scholarly, competitive, crafty, and spirited. And then each come with certain traits, as you see them here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but we'll get into them as we see them used in the game. And finally, this is the player's loyalty. So, it means how loyal they are to stay with your team. Right now, our least loyal player is Stallion Johnson. Our most loyal player is Hieronymus Jackson. That will definitely move depending on how they play in the season, if they get a lot of playing time, stuff like that. But that essentially is how likely they are to remain with your team on their current salary. So right now, you see Hieronymus Jackson with a 9.5 asking salary. His current salary is 9.5 million. So if they've got a high loyalty, that means they want to stay on your team, and their asking salary is going to be pretty similar to their current salary. And you won't really have to go too far out of your way to re-sign them. And I'm sure you guys guess what low means. It's going to be the exact opposite. So now, players who I'd be interested in upgrading over. We could look for a catcher. Let's just see. First, who is the best? Who are some of the best players? We got a few A guys. A shortstop. We've got Nacho Crisp. We don't really need him. He's 38 years old as well. First baseman, that could be interesting. Closing pitcher, don't really think we need a closer. We've got a starter reliever. Another shortstop. We could get a starter at 25 years old. That's intriguing. Put them on our watch list. Don't really need an outfielder. Outfield's looking good. Well, let's filter by position real quick. Catchers. That can be an interesting one. A B+ catcher. I feel like that's not much better. But, I mean, great. We'll watch him. But great power. Not good contact, not great speed. But good fielding, good arm. Could be really good. Muhammad Blaze. A 29-year-old catcher. Tywin Woods doesn't really seem great. None of these catchers really scream like they're amazing. Second baseman. We could definitely upgrade at second base. Rock Casey. 21 years old. B+. Very good at the plate. 84 power, 66 contact, 60 speed. Good in the field, although his arm isn't great. He's another person we're going to put on our watch list. And then this guy is a very versatile player. Reese Sandoval. Can play infield and outfield. Primary position, third base. Another guy we're going to watch. But otherwise, I don't really think we really truly need a position. We could upgrade our rotation. As I said, Rockman's not great. And with $23 million, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of our worst player, that is Wiggles Freeman. We're going to add Rock Casey to the squad. We will be releasing... I just passed him up. Wiggles Freeman. So, an 8.9... Here we go. We're still going to have $14 million left. Rock Casey, he's got power against righties. He's already got great power. And he's got bad jumps, which could hurt him on steals. But I think this is what we're going to do. Wiggles Freeman isn't really good. And Rock Casey will join the squad over Wiggles Freeman. And he will become our starting second baseman. We still have $14 million. But now, the excess player... or F6 cap space is what I like to call it. You have the more player development funds you see on the top right of your screen. Under the $14.1 million we have, that is our development funds. It's currently 0. But the more excess money you have, the more development funds you get per game. So we could go get Jared Payne. What would it look like if we were to swap him for Rockman? I just want to see. We can still do that. I think we might want to do that. That could be good. Anyone else we want? Raw Strikes. I like Raw Strikes. I mean, I feel like he could be good. But overall, Jeffrey Rockman, I don't really think... What's the best we're going to get from it? A few years before he either leaves the team or retires? And, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make that move as well. And then something I like to do is I just like to just keep an eye on the guys we've released. And just see... Oh, didn't want to do that. And just see how they're doing. And stuff like that. And, so yeah, I'm just going to add both the players we just released to our watch list, just so we can keep an eye on them. I should have just filtered this the other way. Oh, here's Wiggles Freeman. He's the third worst free agent available, so it's a good thing we got rid of him. Wait a minute, how is this man asking for $15.4 million? He's a C. He's C-rated. That really makes no sense. If you guys are wondering, the highest rated is S. It's kind of like a tier list. It's S, then A, B, C, D. I think D is the lowest it goes. Where's Rockman? Here he is. He's asking for $24 million. Okay, but... So now, we kind of got an idea of our team. Let's just make those two changes really quickly. Now, I do want to see if we're going to use a 4-man rotation or a 5-man rotation. I'm not completely sure. Casey will be our second baseman. I think what we're going to do is we will put him to bat 7th. But, I don't remember. Oh, 4-man rotation or 5-man rotation. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. Because it's going to depend on the stamina. In previous Super Mega Baseball games, you've needed a 4-man rotation. But you could have gone with a 5-man rotation. Because right now we've got 6 guys who can start a game. Let's simulate these CPU games while I talk. But, you've got 5 guys who can start a game. Actually, 6 for us, because we've got 4 starters and 2 starter relievers. And so it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to manage that. Right now, we've got Rhiannon Cannon, our ace on the mound, against one of the best players in the game, Elmo Slayer. He is S-rated, and he is insane. He's a K collector, meaning he's going to have better stats with 2 strikes. So we're going to play our opening game against the Heaters. Moose Heaters, I believe we'll be at home for this one. That is what our lineup will look like. Oh, that means his chemistry will be, or his trait will be active to start the game because he almost swears a lefty. But we will play ball. And hope to pick up our first win of the season and hopefully 40 ego is good. Okay, so opening up the game, Moose against Heaters. We are home for this one. This guy, Hank Hart, is their catcher. He's leading off. He's not good on an 0-0 count. So, let's start him off with the fastball away. There's a strike. 101 from Cannon. A hard throw, as you see the velocity is good. Going to double up on the fastball, but go cutter on the outside corner here. There's strike 2. Let's go slider down and in. Now, they don't chase a whole ton like there. That was also just pretty far off the plate. There's another one that they don't chase. Elevated fastball. Just high. There's a good pitch. That's fouled off. Oh, I missed outside. Well, a leadoff walk, not necessarily what I had planned, especially after jumping ahead in the count. 0-2, but they got their leadoff guy on. Dinger's not able to get to that one. A slow grounder down the line. I took a weird path to that with Buck Swiner. But they've now got first and second with nobody out for an A- player, Slapper Glue. They have interesting names if you guys haven't figured that out already. Up the middle. Dude, really? You couldn't get to that? Alright, so it's just bases loaded, but it's a big situation already. How do you put the infield in? Pitching. Okay. Infield, we're gonna put infield halfway. Try to get the double play, but also cut the run down at home plate. Just missed. Ripped foul. That's taken. It is now a 2-1 count. It's fouled off. 2-2. Big strike there. Please chase this. Oh, just held up. Can't walk him. There's a strike. It's grounded foul. Backdoor cutter. That should be a strike. Oh, let's go. Caught him looking. That's a big first out. This guy is a first pitch slayer. So I'm just going to throw him a curveball down on the first pitch. And maybe he can roll over it. He doesn't. He takes it. There's a strike at the top of the zone. 100 miles an hour. Nice pitch there. Cutter in on the hands. Strike 3. Oh, let's go! Are we actually going to get out of this bases loaded, nobody out jam? That's low. Backdoor cutter. It's been effective so far. That's fouled off. That's taken. Three, 1 count. There's a nice strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. They're going to be going. Oh, that's right down the middle. That was right down the middle. Right down the middle. Anywhere but there. 377 down the line and left. Smoke. Sure did smoke that ball into left. Guys got... What is Butterfingers? That's interesting. That was... We almost just got out of that jam. If I threw the pitch anywhere but there. Right down the middle. Our pitcher's mojo is now tense. That's kind of like how they're feeling. And I would be too after giving up that grand slam. So here's Hieronymus Jackson, our DH. He likes the outside pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Oh, into left field. That's going to be under it too much. And that's going to be an out. Here's Nacho Crisp. That's in there for a strike. But as you see, Elmo Slayer, good velocity, great jump, great accuracy, and he's even better when pitching with a 2-strike count. Oh, that's into right. Go, ball, get out, get out. That is gone! Nacho Crisp gets us on the board with a home run into right field off one of the best pitchers in the game. 407 to right field. Nacho Crisp with our first run and home run of the season. And here is Rip Dingers, who has over 100 power right now because of the boost. That's high for ball 1. That's outside for ball 2. That's outside for ball 3. Here's a 3-0 count. That's inside for ball 4. He just wanted nothing to do with Rip Dingers right there. So here's Buck Swiner. Oh, that's a double play. On to first, that's 2. And Buck Swiner is now tense. But we get on the board. How do they know that was a fastball? Oh, sign stealer. 20% chance of receiving audio-visual cue, or audio and visual cue of whether a fastball or off-speed pitch is coming. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But it doesn't appear active right now. That's kind of confusing. Not sure if that's a glitch or something like that. I feel like that's more of when somebody's on base. Wait a minute. That was just bang bang. Are they the Astros? Are they illegally stealing signs? You guys saw that. They went bang bang. There's a strike. It's just been one pitch we've missed on. And that's why it's 4-1 right now. Oh, I ran too far. Well, that was a mistake. Just like leaving it right down the middle was. This guy's not good on the first pitch. There's a strike. It's a good strategy just to take him when the guy's not good on the first pitch. That one's fouled off. Change up down and away. It's low. Backdoor cutter has been very effective. Fouled off. Throw over to first. Gets back in safely. Grounded to third. That's... Okay, I wish these guys had a little bit more movement when they try to get to a ball. Now they've got first and second. This guy likes the high pitch, so we're going to start him off with a curveball down. Hopefully he can ground to like a double play. These guys don't like to chase. I've definitely noticed that. Oh, that's right down the middle. Tremendo. There we go. Okay. That's outside. Cutter in on the hands. Is grounded to first. Might have broken his bat as well. And there's out number 3. So it stays 4-1. We've got 4, 5, and 5, 6, and 7 in our order coming up. Beginning with Irene Fast, who's a first pitch prayer. And that's outside anyway. It's fouled off. That's low. That's fouled off. So 2-2 here. First 2-strike count I believe we've been in for Elmo Slayer, or against Elmo Slayer. That's popped up Get out of play. Get out of play. That's not going to. And that is going to find the glove of Kimmy Smoke, who's responsible for their 4 runs. That's inside. I do like this game how it really moves at a quick pace. Not much time in between pitches. That is... Oh, I thought that could get through. Snagged by the second baseman for out number 2. And here is Rock Casey for his first at-bat. Actually, it's everyone's first at-bat. That's going to get to the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Casey. He's got good speed. And they're taking forever to get that ball. We're going to go for a triple, and Casey is going to get thrown out. Oh, he's safe! Wow, a triple for Rock Casey, and he is 90 feet away. That's ball 2. Both of those were borderline pitches. It's outside. Ball 3. That's high for ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk to Jose Tremendo. For somebody with really good accuracy, like Slayer, I'm surprised to see this many walks. That's outside. He's gotten 2 walks in 2 innings so far. Outside again. 6 straight balls. Ooh, that was a little outside. So late on that. That was a good one to destroy. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, into right center. That ball is going to get down. 4 extra bases. Well, maybe not, because Pedro Nixon is the slowest person on planet Earth. We're going to get thrown out at home. No, we're safe. And it is now 4-3. And the top of the order is now up. What a 2-out rally here. So 4-3 game. Runner on second. That is low. Almost Slayer having a tough time finding the zone. Why did I swing at that? But we have gotten to Elmo Slayer early. If only we didn't give up that grand slam. We have gotten to it. Oh, that's right down the middle. That's the problem I have with backdoor cutters. Sometimes I'll leave them a little bit too far over the plate. No, go a bit. I'll aim it a little bit off. But a 3-pitch strikeout there. That's a good start to the inning for Cannon. That's right down the middle. It's popped up foul. Not a play. Backdoor slider. Let's try that. It's borderline. That's outside. There's a strike. 98 miles an hour. I mean, he does a really good 4-seam fastball, as you see. Increased pitch speed when pitching with 4-seamer. It's listed as a 97. That was 98 miles an hour. But if I go power pitch, you could probably get even faster. Let's see. Power pitch. Oh, that's right down the middle. 100. That was only like 81 power, I think it said. Air strike 2. 99 miles an hour on the outside corner. It's fouled off. Change up, down and away. Strike 3. Great inning. Back-to-back really good innings after a rough first. So it is 4-3. Nacho Crisp, responsible for our first run, stands in here. It's well outside. Ball 2. So the 2-1 here to Nacho Crisp. It's grounded to second. And they're easily able to make that out. So here is Rip Dingers. That's outside. Wonder if we're going to see another walk. Rip Dingers has not even seen a strike yet this game. I almost swear. Sneezes on the mound. Ball 7 overall to Rip Dingers. Oh! Into left. Stay fair. Wow, that was destroyed. Rip Dingers down the line. That went a long way. 428 off the foul pole. And Rip Dingers ties this game up at 4. A bomb from Rip Dingers. We have gotten to Elmo Slayer. Now 2-1 here to Buck Swiner. 3-1. And there's a walk. So Buck Swiner gets his mojo back up to neutral. That's low for ball 1. Elmo Slayer having a really tough time finding the zone. How many pitches is he throwing? 46? I feel like he's throwing a bit more. I mean, it is only 3rd inning. There's a strike. ripped into left center field. That's going to get down. That's extra bases. Buck Swiner might even score on that. In a run down here. We'll just take the out. We got the run. We now take the lead as Buck Swiner scores. Here's Perry Quaker. There's a nice curveball, or whatever that was. Might have been a slider. It's fouled off. That was another good one. It's outside. That was a nasty pitch. Back-to-back changeups. Both have been high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Grounded to second. Another 2 on that one. And there is out number 3. So after the end of 3 innings, we lead this one up 5-4, each team with 5 hits. Casey's going to keep that in the infield, although it's going to be an infield single because that was just barely tapped up the middle. This guy's a sign stealer, I just realized that. That's popped up. Nixon, get over there. It's out of play. Or hits the netting, I should say. Ooh, that was a good slider, just able to hold up. Let's go in the hands. I've thrown a lot of backdoor cutters. Let's try the inside cutter. I don't know why I thought I was a pitcher. I had to press a button to catch it. I jumped up, maybe, but not there. Rip Dinger is also locked in, by the way. That's a good thing. As Mojos, they go from rattled to tense to neutral, which is neutral is just what you start the season as. But good performances, bad performances move up and down. Alright, good moments in a game, like obviously Rip Dinger's home run. But, and then they go up from locked in to... They go locked in, then, what is it, on fire, and then jacked. Oh, this guy's batting his first pitch. And he's going to ground that foul. That's low. There's a nice pitch. Curveball down. Double steal. Safe. I don't really pay attention to the speed on the base, although I probably should. That's going to get down the line. That's going to tie the game up, if not give them the lead. Dude, get the ball. They're going to hold him at third, and it's going to be tied up at 5. And here's their best player, Ray's Rufo. I pressed dive. Rip Dingers just did not dive for it. And they retake the lead. It is now 6-5. There's a strike. Casey can't get to that one. And it is now 7-5. We have thrown a lot of pitches so far. We have thrown 78, and it's only the 4th inning. So it's going to be a shorter start for Cannon, definitely. Also giving up 7 runs, although he's been competitive, which is why I kept her in. Dingers misses that one. But that's probably saving a run. First pitch Slayer. Let's just throw him. Curveball. Just curveball down. Okay, there we go. Just missed. 3-0 here. Nowhere to put him. Takes that one for a strike. Strike 2. 3 fastballs in a row. Takes them all from 3-0 to strike 3. That's low. Curveball really hasn't been great so far. It's grounded foul. Oh, that catches too much to the plate. Strike 2. I'll take it. Oh, that was ripped foul. Thankfully foul. Oh, just missed. So full count. Everybody's going. That's borderline. Play at the plate, it is not even close. It is now 9-5. Cannon's rattled, thrown 93 pitches. We'll try to get out of the inning. Well, that's off. That's right down the middle. Oh no, we're going to get out of the inning with that. Okay, but that was the final inning for Cannon, giving up 9 runs, 12 hits, and 4 innings. I'm not a great pitcher, but I am a good hitter, right as I ground out to third. Or at least I feel I'm pretty good at hitting. But here is Jose Tremendo. That's a bit up. Fouled off. That was a good one to hit. It's a little blooper. That's going to get in there. And that's going to get to the wall. Wow. I didn't even hit that hard. Yeah, Jose Tremendo has got himself a 1-out double. So here's catcher Pedro Nixon. It's grounded foul. He's much better at the plate than he is defensively. It's outside. Why am I swinging that? That's low, and I was just so late on that. Oh, get down, get down, get down. That's not the get down. That will bring up the top of the order in Hieronymus Jackson, who's 0 for 2 on the day. That is inside. Didn't get that far away. It's inside again. That's up 3-0 to Hieronymus Jackson. That's in there for a strike. I accidentally hit X too early to power swing. Oh! That is destroyed into center field. That ball is way out of here. A long home run for Hieronymus Jackson. 474 feet. Center field. 9-7 heaters. So now number 1 and 2 in our... No, number 1, 2, and 3 in our order all have home runs today. Grounded foul. Just foul by Nacho Crisp. Oh, that's going to be a base hit. And we keep the 2-out rally going. Let's see. Can Rip Dingers rip another dinger? Oh, A+ reliever. He is he right-handed? Yeah, he's right-handed. That is not quite as good, because you see Rip Dinger's better against lefties. Gonna rip one up the middle. So here is Buck Swiner. Can we get 1, 2, 3, and 4 in our order with home runs? That's ground to third. Well, we get more runs back in that one. And we're going to put in a different pitcher. Because Cannon only went 4 innings, what we're going to do is we're going to put in the better pitcher, Swirly Cutstiff. He's 21 years old, a left-handed pitcher. Throws everything breaks to the glove side. Cutter, slider, and curveball. Start off the slider away. Big sweeping slider. There's a nice strike. Gives you a different perspective when you're throwing from the left-handed side. Everything has been away. We're going to keep it away. And there's strike 3. Oh, wait. He scored a screwball. I didn't even see that. Why did I not see that? Uh-oh. That's taken. I don't even know why. I didn't realize there was a screwball. That was a nasty curveball. That was disgusting. There's a strike. This guy's pretty good. Oh, they've also got an elite cut fastball. Could go to the slider here after back-to-back cutters. Strike 3! What an inning for Cutstiff. 3 up, 3 down. Oh, wow! That was destroyed. Deep center field. Is that going to get out of here? It easily will. Another long home run into center. This one 469 feet. We've had 474 and now 469. Insane. Here's Perry Quaker. He's 0 for 2. That's tapped second. That's going to be the first out of the inning. We do hit a lot of home runs, though. So I think I'm going to need to keep the ego about the same, just get better at the game for pitching. And definitely turn it up for... and make it harder for batting. That's going to get through for a base hit. Would have been an infield single anyway, because it was hit so softly. So here's Jose Tremendo. That was a hanging... I think that was a hanging slider. That was a bit high. That's just below the zone. Probably too close to take. That's strike 3. Might be the first time we've striking out today. We struck out. But here's Pedro Nixon. That's low. That's a strike. That's a nice pitch from Never Rock. That is grounded fair down the line. Nixon's going to stay at first because he is as slow as molasses. And we got first and third for the top of the order, Hieronymus Jackson. He's coming off a 2-run home run. 474 feet his previous at-bat. Why am I swinging at that? That's inside. That's a ball, so 1-2 count, 2 outs. It's grounded up the middle, that's a base hit, and we're going to tie this game up at 9. What a game this has been. Back and forth. So here is Nacho Crisp. That's low for ball 1. That's through for a base. Nixon's so slow, he's got to stay at third. Anyone else in our team, and I'm sending him. Literally anyone. Here's Rip Dingers. That's foul. We've got bases loaded, 1 strike, 2 outs for arguably our best hitter. He's out. Well, we take the lead 10-9, or we're thrown out at the plate. So Rory Cutstiff, a 10-pitch inning, 3 strikeouts that last inning. Oh, this guy's got the high pitch, didn't even realize that. Almost diving catch made by Nacho Crisp. Just out of his reach. And first hit allowed by Cutstiff. Oh, that was a great throw. Pedro Nixon easily able to throw. This is a huge sweeping curveball. That's going to get grounded fair down the line and down the third base line. They're not aggressive base runners. They steal a lot, but physically running, they are not aggressive at all. That's easily a double. There's a strike. It's grounded foul. Throw over to first. Safe. Backdoor cutter. It's borderline. Strike 3! Let's go. This guy's a first pitch slider. That first pitch gets a swing and a miss. Oh, another swing and a miss. Let's go curveball. Oh, just held up. Oh, called strike 3 on the slider. And we stay in the lead. It is 10-9 for Buck Swiner at the plate in the 6th inning. He's grounded at the third so many times. But this has been a high-scoring game. It's taken a long time because we've scored a lot of runs. That's inside. That's up. So 2-0 count here. That was a nice pitch. Rip foul. It's way upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Irene Fast. This guy's composed, meaning he's got an accuracy boost on with 3 balls, but that doesn't help us. We get a lead off, or sorry, a walk there from Irene Fast. I got a terrible jump. Out by a mile. Oh, I think this is one of those games you're going to time it correctly. And that's... I got a terrible jump. Ripped into left. That's right at the left fielder. And that's going to be out number 3. But hard hit by Perry Quaker. Probably the final inning for Cutstiff. Although, he's done an excellent job. Screwball. That's off. Fouled off. Oh, that's inside. Oh, wow, we got a strike 3 on that. But, we've thrown 25 pitches with her. So, what's choker? Oh, when pressure's high? Okay. Let's see, definitely gonna come out soon. Probably final inning. Let's ground it to short. Nacho Crisp gets that one. And there's now 2 gone here in the 7th. That was a big curveball. But -5 to all skills when pressure is high, okay? It goes like low, medium, high, and extreme. The 4 pressure things. We're at 3 right now. Oh, that's off. Blooper, not able to dive to that one. There's a base hit. Mojo goes down. She was locked in. Final batter, either way. There's a nice strike. Backdoor cutter is in there for a strike. Let's double up on that. Let's go a bit higher. Strike 3! Let's go! Not going to change pitchers yet just because I want to see what we do in this inning before I make any changes. Oh, wow! That was destroyed foul. It's inside. But it's currently a 1-run game. It's 10-9. So probably going to put Charlie Best in, who is our best reliever, as it says in his name. If it stays that way, so that would be the 8th inning, then we put in close to game for the 9th. It's grounded foul. But hopefully that's the plan. Or obviously, if we don't score more, I'd love to just say we don't have to worry about these high leverage situations and high pressure situations. It's in there for a strike. Don't know why I didn't swing. But, that definitely seems to be the way this one's going. Although we do have a 3-2 count here to Jose Tremendo. That's just below the zone. And, Tremendo with a walk. They make a pitching change. They bring in a really bad pitcher, C-. A right-handed guy, throws a 4-seamer slider and curveball. Not even really that good. That was right down the middle. Wild thing. Increased error in pitch location when holding power pitch for too long. In shared screen... Alright, we're not playing shared screen, so we don't gotta worry about that. That was destroyed foul. Pedro Nixon, also a switch hitter, I just realized. Grounded to short, that's gonna be the end of the inning. Pedro Nixon, super slow. But it will be Charlie Best. Bubbles Garcia, a former Moose player in Super Mega Baseball 2. He's pinch hitting for Hank Hart here. We've got a change at pitcher. Cutstiff, 21 years old. He's thrown 35 pitches. But we will make a change here. Farmhand, young and also just not good right now. Charlie Best is going to be the pitcher, I think. Carl Tolbert, not bad, but not necessarily for a 1-run, 8th inning type situation. So Charlie Best will enter the game. We'll go left on left with Bubbles Garcia as well. He's probably just going to see this at bat. Because cannot play catcher unless they're going to move some guys around defensively. Backdoor sinker, or 2-seamer, whatever you call it. That was a disgusting pitch. Again, he doesn't offer on the curveball. Strike 3. Bubbles Garcia is sent down by Charlie Best, who gets really excited about that one. Ooh. Okay, this is... I was going to start him off with a curveball in. That was a good pitch. I mean, a two-seamer in on the hands. We're going to do that now. That's popped up. Dingers, get over there. Going to call that one and make it. Make the catch. Oh, here's their new catcher. Oh, that's a base hit. Tremendo, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. There we go. Pressure is now extreme for Mantino Laveo. Probably said that incorrectly. But we've got our best pitcher in the game. Starts off with the ball. Oh, that's not good. Gonna take it. I like it. Oh, that's too much to plate. Grounded foul. But as you see, all four pressure things, extreme pressure situation. Strike three, Charlie Best gets him. And we head to the bottom of the eighth. Garcia now in at left, and Gluten at catcher. That's high. But we still got a 1-run lead. Can we add to that here? That's fouled off. It's outside. 2-1 here to Jackson, who's 2 for 4 on the day. The home run and a single is driven in 3 of our 10 runs. That's grounded to second. For out number 1. All these situations seem to be 3 pressure things or higher. Especially for Nacho Crisp, who's 3 for 4. Oh, wow, just a bit early. That was a second home run, but foul. Way too high. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, if the player's got at least decent power, I will go power swing on first, that was just normal swing, or contact swing, whatever they call it. I hit A. But I do go power swing with 0 or 1 strike. The second way 2 strikes just go to A, which is either contact swing or normal swing. It is, they call it contact. Although it just seems like normal. So here is Rip Dingers. He is 3 for 3. That's inside. He's also walked. It's popped up foul. Out of play. Nacho Crisp, the distractor, dancing over there on second base. Or off second base. So a 3-1 count. Inside, well inside, almost hits Rip Dingers. His second walk of the day. Here is a big at-bat. Buck Swiner fouls it off. Oh! Absolutely destroyed. Center field. Buck Swiner gives us, or extends our lead. Another bomb to center field. 462. We have now hit 4 home runs over 460 feet. 462, 469, 474. Fast hit the one that went 479 feet, or no, 469 feet, sorry. That's a blooper. That's going to get down for a base hit. Not hit very hard. Irene Fast is going to go for a we'll just stay at 2. They got that ball in a bit faster than I expected. Now, because we know it's not going to be a save situation, I'm going to get Charlie Best out of there. He's thrown 12 pitches. And I'm going to put in Carla Tolbert for the 9th inning. That gets away quite a bit. And Fast ends up at third base. Popped up. That will get a run in as Irene Fast tags on the play. No throw home. It is now 14-9. Here's Rock Casey, who's got power against righties. Didn't even know that. That's low. 2 balls here. 2-0. 2 strikes. Now 3-0. We've got a 5-run lead. Casey could make it 6. That's going to be well inside. If they could make it 6, he's got a 3-0 count. And also, got power against righties. Fouled off. That's low. He's thrown 31 pitches. Stamina's getting lower now. It's grounded foul. So there's a 1-2, 2 outs. Casey on first base. That's grounded to first. And that's going to end the inning. But we extended our lead. There's a 464-foot blast by... Was that Buck Swiner? I don't even remember. I think it was Buck Swiner. But here's Carla Tolbert. Throws a 4-seamer, cutter, and changeup. Pitch 1 is out 1 as they ground out to second. Here's Kimmy Smoke. That's a strike. A little bit of an expanded zone on that one, I feel. That's a nice backdoor cutter. Grounded to second again. 2 up, 2 down here in the ninth. Both ground outs to Casey. I forget his first name. I think it's Paul Casey. That doesn't sound right though. Is it? Now I gotta check. Rock Casey. Strike 2. And slider away for strike 3. We win this game. Final score 14-9. We win game number 1, improves to 1-0 on the season. Very high scoring game. But see, we have 5 home runs as a team. Our top 5 guys in our batting order hit a home run. Rip Dingers is batting 1,000 on the season. Cut Stiff gets the win. How did it... Oh, because the ERAs look terrible for the Heaters and also for Cannon. Otherwise, it looks great. Number 1, how is Rip Dingers not the game's best player? He went 3 for 3 with a home run, a 474-foot home run. 2 walks and drove in 2. Okay, I don't quite get that. But we get the win, that's the good thing. And let's see if we get any upgrades or anything like that that's available. Might have to make some manager decisions that will affect players' loyalty and stuff like that. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Manager moment. You just farted in the locker room and it smells... okay. And it smells like it's weapons upgrade. Who do you blame it on? Somebody's gonna lose loyalty? You've got to be kidding. We got our 2 best pitchers? Seriously? Cannon, sure. Really? That's annoying. Simulate the CPU games. We are second in our Mega Division. We've only played 1 game, which is why. Next game is against the Sirloins. But right now we've got any player development things. No, not even close. Concealed pine tar, that definitely sounds legal. Gotta be like game will be with their foreign substance checks. Okay, we've also got Buck Swiner won the Rec League Dodgeball Championship, so his fielding increases by 1. Okay, that's random. And Rock Casey can squeezed a whole can of spinach into their mouth, which gives him plus 5 power. How in the world does that give you plus 5 power? Hieronymus Jackson is learning to stop and smell the flowers, so he's getting... Yeah, well, wait a minute. These are a bit insane, don't you think? Minus 14 speed? And then these guys just lower their asking salary as they do. Every time. But our next game is against the Sirloins. New pitcher Jared Payne will be on the mound. But that is going to do it for this first episode of our Super Mega Baseball 4 franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know any tips or anything you have in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications so as I upload videos. Also make sure to check my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of this video. And also my Twitch, which I stream on a few days a week, is also in the description of this video. I do my best to put as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.